Shalom and good day all, and welcome to Super Sun's Fortress of Attitude, which in this case I will be reviewing issue 4 of Superboy, Son of Kal-El, not Superman, Son of Kal-El, as Tom Taylor wants you to think it is. And as you can see here, we've got two different covers, both the regular plus the variant. And I'm going to start, first things first, do these covers in any way, shape or form connect to something that happens inside the story? Sure enough, it does, to which I give both covers, both cover 1 and cover 2, a 7 out of 10. So now it's time to move into the internal art, to which I'll show you with the variant cover, some art around the beginning, middle and the end, and I'll give its rating. Starting off with the art around the beginning of the story, and isn't that quite interesting how Jay Nakamura is happy whilst the Kent house is being destroyed? He's quite a pathetic young man. As pathetic as Tom Taylor, I must admit. But that's another story for another time. This is some of the art around the middle. I must admit, this is probably one of the best scenes from it. Now I want to move to some art just a little bit towards the end. And I certainly find this quite interesting. After John has left, is he joining the Truth? Who's Truth? And last but not least, some of the art towards the end. Okay, as going through the art around the beginning, middle and also towards the end, I enjoyed it so much that I gave it a 7 out of 10. Let's see how Tom Taylor goes in regards to the story rating. As you already know, there are some certain things that I like to look for in my storytelling. Let's start off with the first things first. Were there any comic references to any of the previous comics or comic runs to which the creator of this particular story wanted us to take us? None at all. Would they have helped in the story? Possibly. Especially with falling back to issue 1. And if I were to guess, I think the idea of these posthumans are just another name for Marvel's Inhumans. Just saying. So, seeing that there were no comic references, points lost, did we get any indication of time when certain events took place? None at all. Okay, moving into the next thing, did we get locations? Of course, we had the Kent farm being one place. We also had went to Metropolis, and last but not least, we travelled to Gamora. The cast of characters made up of Mara and Pa Kent, Superboy, Jay, the Traitor, Nakamura, Faultline, Hippolyta, Flash, Green Lantern, Eerie and their partner. Last but not least, we also had Henry Bendix and Lois Lane. And for that, it made quite for an interesting story. But there are still clues to Jay's character. The fact that he's smiling whilst the parents of John Samuel Kent, the grandparents of John Samuel Kent, practically being destroyed in their household, is not a good look. And then there's some of the back talk, which is behind John's back, especially with Eerie and Fingo. As almost if they're trying to induct him into a cult, which also seems to make me think that this true thing that, again, that Jay is a part of isn't actually the truth. It's more so got villainous causes. And you know what? I wouldn't really care if Jay is a bisexual villain. To be completely honest. In fact, I'd take it on board. It would be nice to see more villains of the gendered species. The story overall, I gave a 6 out of 10. Until then, we'll see you again at Super Sun's Fortress of Attitude, which the next thing that will be reviewed will be the Robin, Son of Batman. And we'll see you again at Super Sun's Fortress of Attitude.